So in this video we are going to discuss another set of parameters which are called as transmission parameters. So transmission parameters, since there are no restrictions on which terminal voltages and current should be considered independent and which should be dependent variable, we expect to be able to generate many set of parameters. So we have already seen in a two-port network we have at the input port V1 I1, at the output port V2 I2. Now we are discussing different set of parameters based on which these voltages and currents are related. Okay, so we have already seen Z parameter, Y parameter, H parameter, and this is another set of parameter which are called as transmission parameters. Now transmission parameter relates the variables at the input port to those at the output port. What are the variables at the input port? It is V1, I1. And what are the variables at the output port? It is V2, I2. Now we are going to see the relationship of V1, I1 in terms of V2, I2. Okay, so that is what is transmission parameter means. So you can see that V1 and I1 are expressed in terms of V2 and I2. So V11 is equal to A V2 minus B I2, and I1 is equal to C V2 minus D I2. Now this can be expressed in the matrix form as V1 I1 is equal to A B C D, where V2 into minus I2. So this matrix T is the matrix of A B C D. Now why we have minus I2 is, you can see this linear port, that is two port network. You have a linear two port network. This port is the input port. So here we have variables V1 I1, and this port is the output port V2 I2. Normally we assume I2 as in this direction as it enters the port, whereas in this case we have considered that it leaves the port. That's why it is taken as minus I2. Okay, so compare these equations. We have related the input variables V1 I1 in terms of output variables V2 and minus I2. Notice that in computing the transmission parameters, minus I2 is used rather than I2 because the current is considered to be leaving the network. This is going to leave the network as shown in figure. This is done merely for conventional reasons. When you cascade two-port networks, that is output to input, it is most logical to think of I2 as leaving the two-port network. It is also customary in the power industry to consider I2 as leaving the two-port. Now why we have considered I2 as leaving the network is because when we consider output to input, it is normal that the current leaves the output port. Okay, so that's why this is taken as like this. Current is leaving the output port. The two parameters in equation the two-port parameters in equation 9.22 and 9.33 provide a measure of how a circuit transmits voltage and current from source to load. Now we have expressed transmission parameters in terms of input variables and output, how input variables and output variables are related. Normally what we do, we modify an input and we obtain an output. By varying the input we get an output, right? So here transmission parameter is a measure of how the circuit transmits voltage and current from the source to the load. Okay, so these are mainly used in the analysis of transmission lines such as cable and fiber, because they express sending in variables, that is V1 and I1, in terms of receiving in variables V2 and minus I2. So this is mainly used in the expression of, that is in the analysis of transmission lines. Okay, because we will be relating what are the input parameters with the output parameters, that is V1 I1 and V2 minus I2. So this is the reason why it is called as transmission parameters, because we are transmitting from the input end and receiving at the output end in terms of this parameters. They are also known as ABCD parameters, and they are used in the design of telephone systems, microwave networks and radars. So this ABCD, this can be written as, now consider this 9.22 equation. A is V1 by V2 given I2 is 0. See, V1 by V2 given I2 is 0. Now B is V1 minus of V1 by I2 provided V2 is 0. Okay, next C is I1 by V2 provided I2 is 0. Then D is minus of I1 by I2 at V2 is equal to 0. Now here I2 is made as 0. It means the output port is open circuited. And here V2 is 0. And again the output port is short circuited. Okay, so that is how we obtain this A, B, C, D parameters. Now this transmission parameters can be called as, so A, it is V1 by V2. What is V1 by V2? It is a voltage ratio, right? But it is in the reverse form. So it is reverse voltage ratio or voltage gain. When this is obtained, I2 is equal to 0. So I2 is equal to 0 is, it means that it is open circuited. So A is open circuit voltage ratio. See, A is open circuit voltage ratio. Similarly, B is, it is V1 by I2. V by I is impedance, right? But it is V1 by I2, right? So it is from port 1 to port 2. So normally when we have port 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, we call it as transfer impedance and transfer admittance accordingly, right? So here it is V1 by I2, it is transfer impedance, and it is reverse, right? So it is negative. So negative transfer impedance at V2 is equal to 0. So negative short circuit transfer impedance. See, negative short circuit transfer impedance. And C is equal to I1 by V2. I by V, it is admittance. Again, it is from port 1 to 2. So it is transfer admittance. Transfer admittance at I2 is equal to 0. So open circuit transfer admittance. See, open circuit transfer admittance. And D is minus I1 by I2. So I1 by I2 is, I1 by I2 is, what is I1 by I2? Current ratio. And it is reverse again because it is I1 by I2. So reverse current gain, it is negative. So negative, and voltage V2 is equal to 0. So negative short circuit current ratio, right? So here A and B are dimensionless, and B is in ohms and C is in Siemens. Voltage ratio, current ratio, we know that it doesn't have a unit because both is voltages, so it is get cancelled, it is just numbers. Whereas B and C are, one is admittance, one is impedance, so unit is ohms, another one is admittance, so the unit is Siemens. Since the transmission parameters provide a direct relationship between input and output variables, they are very useful in cascaded networks. Okay, so transmission parameters, this is used to relate the input variables with the output variables. Input variables are V1, I1. We are going to express V1 and I1 in terms of V2, I2. Okay, so another set of parameters may be defined by expressing the variables at the output port in terms of variables at the input port. So there is another set of parameters through which we can express variables from output port to input port, right? So that is why this is called as inverse transmission parameters or T parameters. Okay, inverse transmission parameters or T parameters. So the relationship is like this. So V2 and I2 can be written as A V1 minus B I1, I2 is equal to C V1 minus D I1. So this can be expressed in the matrix form like this, right? So this is called as inverse transmission parameters, A, B, C, D in small letters. transmission parameters, it was in capital letters. So they are determined as follows. Again same, apply the same rule. A is equal to V2 by V1 given I1 is equal to 0. Similarly B is equal to V2 by I minus of V2 by I1 given V1 is equal to 0. C is equal to I2 by V1 given I1 is equal to 0, and D is equal to minus of I2 by I1 given V1 is equal to 0. Again express this, give the names for A, B, C, D. We know how to give. It is V2 by V1, so it is voltage gain. When this voltage gain is obtained when I1 is equal to 0, that is when the input port is open circuited. So open circuit voltage gain. Similarly B is negative short circuit transfer impedance, and C is open circuit transfer admittance, and D is negative short circuit current gain. Again here A and D are dimensionless and B is expressed in ohms and Siemens respectively. So in terms of transmission or inverse transmission parameters, a network is reciprocal if it follows this condition. When we will say the network is reciprocal is AD minus BC is equal to 1 in terms of transmission parameters, and again here AD minus BC is equal to 1 in terms of inverse transmission parameters. So in this video we saw transmission parameters and inverse transmission parameters. So let us discuss a numerical problem. Find the transmission parameters of a two-port network given in this figure. So this is the figure given. We have to find out capital A, B, C, D. So to determine A and C, we leave the output port open, right? We will be making I2 is equal to 0. So you can see that this port is open, right? So again follow the same procedure. A is equal to V1 by V2. How to calculate V1 and V2? So V1 is 10 plus 20 into I1, which is equal to 30 I1. So similarly express V2. So A is V1 by V2 and C is I1 by V2. So A and C can be determined. Similarly, to obtain B and D, you can see that we have short circuited the output port, right? So and we have taken this as a node. So write the node voltage equation and solve this to find out I1 and I2. So from that we can determine D and B. So A, B, C, D are the transmission parameters.